Welcome to a weekend vlog. Starting off the vlog with no makeup, so just ignore that. I'm looking pretty rough right now because I have a lot of acne, a lot of hormonal breakouts right now. But I'm about to put on a little bit of makeup, so you won't have to deal with that for long. But I thought I'd just start the vlog here. It's Friday, and it's actually Friday evening. And so we're just having like a chilled Friday today, which I feel like I really needed. I just want to relax, maybe read my book, have a glass of wine. I did a workout after I worked, and then I took a shower, which is like one of my favorite things to do. You know, just feel like you're getting nice and cleansed and refreshed after a workout. But I did that, did my hair, blow dried my hair, and now I'm getting ready to put on a little bit of makeup. But I thought I would just start this video off, since I'm doing my makeup, and just use like all my products after my shower, talking about some things I've been using recently that I really like. So the first one being, for my hair, I've been wearing my hair straight more often. I think ever since I got it cut, because it really only looks good when I get it cut and I wear it straight. Otherwise, you can really see the dead ends, and I only get my hair cut like once or twice a year. So more often than not throughout the year, it doesn't look good straight. But for now, I've been doing it straight more often, and I've really been liking this Revlon, I don't really know what this is called. It's like a Revlon like blow drying brush. And it's the smaller version. I have both of them. I have the bigger one, but I like the smaller one better because it gives more of like a curl to your hair. And since I can't figure out how to like blow dry my hair using a round brush, that's the next best thing I feel like, and it's really easy to use. So I've been really liking that. The trick to it is to blow dry your hair with a normal blow dryer first and just get it to the point where it's damp, and then using that on your damp hair. So I like that. What else am I liking? I'm going to be trying, so I just got in Ulta order. It was just like 3 things, but one of the things I got was this It Cosmetics CC cream, and it has SPF 50 in it. And so I feel like my skin recently, because I've been breaking out more, I just need a little bit more coverage than what I normally wear. My base foundation that I always come back to is Bare Minerals. And so anytime I feel like I'm not liking my foundation, I go back to that. But sometimes I feel like it just makes my face look a little bit chalky, or like I need a little bit more coverage. So I like to try different things out. But that one I just got, I'm gonna try that. It says it's full coverage, I don't really know. But before that, I was using this NARS light reflecting foundation, and I really like this one. I feel like this is a good color for my skin because it's like a neutral pale and it's not too pink, you know? Sometimes I feel like pale foundations are just straight up pink and it doesn't work out. And then another thing I've been using that I've been liking is this Drunk Elephant vitamin C cream, or serum. It's not a cream. But this I keep coming back to. It is expensive, and so I don't like buying it because it's expensive, but it is the best it is the best vitamin C serum I've found yet. I've tried to use like cheaper ones, or I've tried various different serums, but I feel like that's the best one with my skin, so keep coming back to it. It does last a long time, so there's that. Also, for my hair, I finally found a shampoo and conditioner that I really like. And so my hair has been like more oily recently, and also in the winter it was just going through a period where it had like all these bumps on it and dandruff, and it was like oily. So there was something weird with my scalp. So I was searching like good shampoo and conditioners for scalp issues, and I found this one, which is Biolage Scalp Sync. And my friend Jill actually recommended this brand to me. I think she uses a different, well, I know she uses a different one. I just can't remember which one it is. But I got the Scalp Sync version when Ulta was having a sale a couple months back, and I've been using this. I really like it. I feel like it solved the bump issue on my head. It solved the dandruff issue. And my hair still just gets more oily. I think I just have to accept that that is the way my hair is now, and I have to wash it more often. But I really like how this makes my hair look, and I really like the smell of it. And obviously it fixed all my scalp issues, so there's that. I've really been liking that. And I also got the conditioner to go with that. So yeah, they go hand in hand. And this is something that I haven't used yet, but I just got it in my Ulta order. It's the CeraVe Acne Foaming Cream Cleanser, and it's 4% benzoyl peroxide, and I'm hoping that this works, but I will keep you guys updated. I feel like benzoyl peroxide works for me to an extent. Like, I think it helps with getting rid of my pimples, but it also really irritates my skin, so I tend to not use it unless I've got like a bad breakout, which I do right now, so I'm hoping this helps it. But yeah, this is the 4% version. They also sell 10%, which is obviously stronger, but I thought I'd just try this one first and see if it does anything, but I'll keep you updated on that. And that's really it in terms of new products. I'm gonna try this CC cream now. So I have actually tried It Cosmetics Nude Glow CC cream. I wore this last winter actually, because my skin is drier in the winter, and so this kind of gave it more of like a supple, like moisturized look, and I really liked this in the winter. I used it a little bit in the summer, but I went back to my Bare Minerals in the summer just because my face is more oily in the summer, and I feel like this was just a little bit too moisturizing or oily for my skin in the summer. But this one is supposed to be for oily or normal type of skin, so yeah, I'm gonna try this and see if I like it, but I'm gonna test it out right now. My hand is so dry right now, but that's the color. I find it hard to get foundation in a shade that matches my skin because I'm so pale, but this looks like it's a good match. And I know the other Nude Glow foundation I think was a good match as well. I think it's the same shade. Yeah, it is. So it is like very full coverage. I was not expecting that. For a CC cream, I wouldn't think it would be this full coverage, but it's really covering my red pimples and all my red marks from prior pimples. Okay, so I just put a layer of that on. Now I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup. So far, I think I like it, but I can see it getting oilier throughout the day. I have this Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder I'm gonna put over it. It's the Airbrush Flawless Finish that I'm gonna put on top of it to see how that works. But anything besides Bare Minerals, I feel like I can feel the makeup on my face, like when it comes to liquid foundations, and so it's just different. I have to get used to that, but we will see how it starts to sit on my skin when I put the pressed powder on. I have like a massive pimple right there, and it just keeps growing. Let's try to cover that. I feel like this actually set it pretty nicely. I like how it looks with that powder on top of it. Okay, now for some blush. I just used this Pixie On The Glow blush. Can't speak. I think it's in the color Juicy. Yeah, Juicy. And then on top of that, I'm going to put some powder blush. And this is a Clinique Precious Posy blush. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I've had this for years and it like never runs out. All right, I finished my makeup. The lighting in here isn't the greatest, but I like it so far. We'll see how it sits on my face for the rest of the night, but this is why it's nice to test out makeup like at night in the evening when you're not going anywhere, because if it doesn't work out, you can just take it off and go to bed. And the world is never gonna see it or know that it happened. So we'll try it out. I'm gonna go downstairs now and get cozied up. I already have my pajamas on. Maybe pour a glass of wine, read my book. I'll talk to you about the book I just finished reading and the one that I just started reading with you once I get down there. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be up to tonight. All right, I'm downstairs now, but it feels so fresh in here. The windows are open, I have my candle lit. It's a cool spring night. Eloise is meowing at me. Ben just cut the grass, so it smells like grass. And I am going to cozy up in here and read my book. The windows are open. I have that window open too, so it's nice and breezy and cool in here. I still have my Easter decorations up, as you can see. I actually filmed, oh, this little drawer also needs to be pushed in. I actually filmed a whole video of me putting my Easter decorations up before Easter. Obviously, Easter has since come and gone, and I edited it and everything, but I just really didn't like it, and I had waited so long to upload it, and it was just kind of like a pieced together vlog that I just didn't like in the end, so I never ended up uploading it. But yeah, I did that for you guys, but you never got to see it. So here, oh, Eloise, what are you doing? Stop it. She's been going really like spazzy recently. Anyway, back to the Easter decorations. So these are my decorations. Just quickly, I got these at Target. All these little figurines up here are from Target. This I got at Target years ago. This garland I got at Michael's. Same with the lights that are around them. They're like little daisy lights. Same thing over here. I have that same garland. All the little trinkets are mostly from Home Goods. Then over here, this pillow is from IKEA. This is a cute little pillow with carrots on it from Target, and that is also from Target. Then over here, I just have some garland I got at Kohl's, and yeah, that's basically it for my Easter decorations. But yeah, might as well show you guys now, even though Easter's over. Also, I put Eloise's scratch post over there so she doesn't scratch the couch anymore, and I guess it's working. I think I'm going to keep my Easter decorations up actually through May and maybe take them down in June. I don't know, I just really like them. I think they're cute and cozy and they're just happy. Another update in here is that we finally put up curtains. Well, Ben put up curtains. I ironed them. These curtains were a whole ordeal. I'll show you them. Yeah, it's too dark in here to see them now, but I'll show you them tomorrow. They were a whole ordeal to put up. They took forever to iron. Even now, after I ironed them for hours, they still look kind of wrinkly. It's hard to see now in the dark, but I'll show them to you more tomorrow and explain it in more detail tomorrow, but just know that that was the whole thing. Okay, it is time to unwind. I opened this bottle of Pinot Grigio. This is the kind of like Baron Fini. I think it's like $13 in the Italian section at the wine store. And then I have a glass with some ice cubes in it because I like my white wine with ice cubes. And there we go. Okay, so I'm set up here on the couch, got my Kindle, got my blanket, my glass of wine. I put the fire on and the windows are open. Nice and cozy in here. I thought I'd just talk a little bit about the books I'm reading. Well, the book I'm reading right now and the one that I just read. So right now I'm reading Emily Henry, Great Big Beautiful Life, and this book just came out. Ben has arrived. He was taking a shower and realized as he was taking it that there was something wrong with the water situation. So then he got dragged into fixing that. And finally he's back downstairs ready to relax. It's 9 o'clock. Eloise is acting like a nut tonight. Anyway, so this book. I honestly just started reading it, so I can't really, you know, tell you how it is. But, or really even what the plot is, because I don't really know. But so far, what I'm gathering is that the main character is a writer for like a magazine who is focusing, well, she's trying to get a job writing an article about this like old Hollywood type famous person who apparently went MIA, and she discovered where she was and she found her, and then when she got there she realized that another person, who is this man who apparently is seems like he writes for something that's like the equivalent of Rolling Stone or something like that, but she discovers he's also trying to get the job to write an article or write a book about this famous old Hollywood person. So far that's what I've gathered. I'm guessing because it's an Emily Henry book that it's a romance novel and it's going to turn into eventually these two people somehow connecting romantically. But so far I'm liking it. It's a nice light read. It appears to occur on like a Georgia coastal neighborhood area town. I don't know. I think it's probably going to be a good spring read, would be a good summer read. That's the vibe I'm getting. Previously, I just finished the book Martyr by, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Kaveh Akbar or Kaveh Akbar. And that book honestly is very short, but it took me a long time to read it and to get through. And that's not because it's bad, but it was because it didn't really have much of a plot, and it was like heavy on the poetic language and heavy on the characters, but not so much heavy on a plot. So it just took a while to get through because it felt like it was very slow, but it was extremely well written. And I realized as I was reading it, I was like, this just sounds like I'm reading poetry. Turns out Kaveh Akbar is a poet, and I think this is one of the few novels he's written, but he mainly writes poetry, and that makes a lot of sense to me. And he is a very good writer, but yes, it was just kind of like hard to get through it due to the lack of a plot. But it was, Ben is laughing at me. But essentially the main character in that book is a drug addict and an alcoholic, but he has recovered since then. And it kind of goes through like, it goes through different time periods. So sometimes it does go back to when he was addicted to drugs and alcohol, but then it bounces back to the future. It mainly occurs in the present day after the fact, but you learn about his parents, and he is from Iran, but he came to America when he was little. And his mom died in a plane that was shot down by the United States. Do you remember what the name of that plane was, Ben? It was shot down by the United States, I believe, during Reagan's presidency. I sound really stupid right now. Anyway, because of, you know, the circumstances of his mom's death and everything, he's kind of obsessed with the idea of martyrdom and the idea of death has to have a purpose, because he feels like his mother's death was senseless. And so he's just like pondering these concepts of like, does death have to have a meaning? What is the meaning of a life? He's also in the book a poet, and he gets this idea to write a book of poetry about martyrdom. And as part of this, he discovers that there's an artist in New York City. I think at the time he's living in like Indiana, but he discovers there's an artist at the Met in New York City who is dying, and she's having an exhibit where she like Ben is listening to me now. She's having an exhibit where basically she just sits there and as a dying person, and people can come and have conversations with her about whatever they want to have conversations about. And so he decides, as part of writing his book, to go talk to this lady just to, you know, get some ideas. And he develops this like relationship with her, and yeah, that's part of the book. But a lot of the book is just jumping between the characters. Like, you'll get a perspective from his mom, perspective from his dad, a perspective from his uncle, through various like time periods. Like I said, there's not much of a plot. Like what I just told you is as plotty as this book gets. I did enjoy it. It just took me a while to get through. Anyway, that's my spiel on that. Eloise is looking at me. She's my audience. She also may attack me at any minute. But anyway, I'm going to read Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry and just relax here with Ben's on his computer, playing some games, I'm assuming.
Right.
And we're just gonna relax for the night. guys, it is Saturday morning. It's about 9 o'clock right now. Just made myself a coffee, as you saw, and it's a really nice spring morning today. It's like under 50 degrees. I think I just saw it said it was 47 degrees, but super sunny. The birds are chirping. It's just a very crisp, fresh morning, and I can't decide if I want to sit outside because I do have like my fleece pullover on, but it is kind of cold out. But it's also super nice out there. I don't know, maybe I'll just sit in here for now with the windows open. But yeah, happy Saturday morning. As far as what I have planned today, so Ben is actually working today. He's not here anymore. He left about an hour ago. And I originally planned to plant some flowers that I have. So I bought a bunch of perennials a couple of weeks ago, and perennials are the type of flower that grow back every year. And so I spent like a good chunk of change on perennials because it's the first time I'm planting stuff in our house or around our house. And I figure if I got a bunch of perennials, I won't have to plant most of my stuff again, and they'll hopefully just keep coming up every year. So that was my logic going into it. And so far I planted a couple of them. Up front, like by the mailbox, I planted a couple perennials, but I have the rest of them left. So I have kind of like 2 cardboard boxes full of perennials that I still have to plant. And I was gonna do that yesterday after work because it was nice out, but I got a notification on my phone that there was a frost advisory, and it said like cover your plants if you have plants outside. And I was like, I guess I'm not gonna plant these right before a frost because that would not be ideal, and I don't want my perennials to die. Like I said, I want them to come back every year. So I just took them in and I put them in my garage. And so maybe I can plant those today because it's nice out today as well, and it's not gonna be super hot. But on the other hand, Ben isn't gonna be here, so like if I need help digging some holes or something, he's not here to help me. But I think I might be able to do it myself. I don't know, I'll see. But the soil that's in the front of our house is hard to dig into because it's very rocky, plus there's like this fabric that's laid down in like layers in the soil, so it's hard to pierce through that fabric, and just generally hard to dig a hole up there. But I did it. I planted 4 plants so far up there and it worked out fine. But maybe I'll just start with my plants in the back because it seems like the dirt back here is easier to dig into. But that is the plan for today. Come along with me. later on now. I got my perennials planted in the backyard. It was very hard digging up that dirt because it was like rocky and clay-like. It definitely hasn't been touched probably since they built this house. But I got them planted. I had to take a break in between, but I got it done. I did not get the ones planted out front though, so I don't know if I'll try to do that tomorrow or when I'll do that, but I need to get the plants in the ground because I feel like they're getting to the point where they may die, so I don't want that to happen. Right now, Ben and I are ready to go out to get some dinner. We're gonna go to this Mexican place that we like to go to all the time and get some dinner there. Ben's gonna come in behind the door behind me. Hello.
Hello.
Just updating the vlog. Update on this makeup. I have it on again today. I think I really like it. It's definitely more of a fuller coverage than what I'm used to with the Bare Minerals, but it really covers everything really nicely and it feels like skin. So I like that. I didn't really pay attention to how it stayed on my face yesterday. By the time I went to bed, I was just so tired I wasn't paying attention, so I'll pay more attention today and keep you updated. All right, but Ben and I are gonna go now. I'm pretty hungry. Ben's worked all day. I'm sure he's hungry as well. Are you ready to go? Mm-hmm. All right, let's get some Mexican food. Guys, so this is turning into a double weekend vlog because it is now the following weekend. I didn't film anything for Mother's Day. I just filmed like one clip, but it's not even worth putting in here because it's just me and Ben in the car, and I totally forgot to film the rest of the day. So I think we left off on Saturday night, which was when Ben and I were sitting on the porch, which was really nice. So that night we actually ended up taking the gas like tabletop fire thing, I don't know what you can call it, tabletop gas fireplace thing, out of storage because we hadn't taken that out of storage since we were in our last townhouse. And so we took that out, we cleaned it up, and we got it all set up and we're able to use that. So that's been really nice to have. And just generally it's been nice being outside more because it's nice out and sitting on the porch. Last night I was sitting on the porch and I saw a deer in our backyard and I was like, wow, this is just so tranquil. Anyway, today is Friday and it's Friday morning. It is 9:20 right now. I have today off because I have every other Friday off of work and today's one of my Fridays off. So I've just kind of been chilling this morning, but I've been getting back into exercising regularly again and mostly running / jogging. I'm not really like a runner, like it's not something that comes naturally to me. So I do a very slow jog. But anyway, I just keep going back to Couch to 5K and starting at whatever week feels right for me at that moment in time. So like this week I went back to doing week 6 and it's an 8-week program. So this week I did week 6. Today I'm on day 3 of week 6, which is running for 22 minutes straight, which I'm kind of interested to see if I can even do that because I haven't ran for that long of a period in probably a month. So I don't know if I've lost the ability to do that or not. But so far I've been able to do the other 2 days of week 6, so we'll see. I'm about to go on my jog, doing my Couch to 5K, last day of week 6. And then today my mom and I were just gonna kind of hang out together. I don't really know exactly what we're gonna do yet, but I know we're gonna go get coffee at this local place near me, so we're gonna do that. And then who knows where the day will take us. I kind of want to go get some more flowers, but I don't know if we'll do that today. So I planted perennials around my house like I was showing you guys, which are the flowers that come up every year once you plant them. But I want to get some annuals, which are the ones that only bloom once and then they're done. And I want to get those to plant some more in the front of my house, like in between the perennials that I planted out there, and plant some in pots. So I have like this vision of putting like over the railing planters on my back porch and then also getting like a different kind of over the railing planter for the front. It's not like a porch out there, it's like a little stoop that has a white railing on it, which I'll insert a picture of like what I have in mind here. And then for the back porch, I want to get ones that like sit on top of the railing, although I'm not sure how stable they'll be, but that's like what I have envisioned for back there. I'll show you a picture of that here. And so yeah, that's just what I'm thinking in terms of the annuals. But you know what, flowers are pretty expensive, and so I'm kind of thinking, since I bought all these perennials this year, should I go all in with the annuals? Maybe I should just get a couple annuals and put them in pots around the house and do like the more extensive potting next year. I don't really know. We'll see what happens if and when we go flower shopping, but I'm not sure if we'll do that today. If we don't do it today, we might do it at some other day this weekend. So basically, I'm turning this vlog into a double weekend vlog. We're going into weekend 2 today. Right now, I'm going out for my run. Also, excuse my face, my acne is really bad right now. Hopefully it's gonna be calming down. I feel like it is calming down a little bit, but like the marks are still there. I don't know. It's been a whole thing and it's super annoying, but just ignore that. And let's go out for a run. All right, I'm back now. I did it. My face is beet red and I look like a crazy person because I'm pale and my face just turns beet red when I run, but I did it. 22 minutes. I wasn't sure I was gonna be able to do it, but I did it. The thing that I feel like has helped me the most with running and being able to run even when I feel like I physically can't do it is slowing down. Like, that's the thing that's helped me the most. I can't remember where I first heard that, probably somewhere on TikTok, but if you just like intentionally focus on slowing down to the point where you feel like you're at a walking pace almost, that's what it feels like, but you're not actually, you know, obviously you're still running, but it feels like you're going too slow almost, and that's really what helps me keep going. But yes, I completed week 6. Next week I'll try week 7, and then the week after that I'll try week 8, which is the final week of Couch to 5K, and you go up to 30 minutes. So yeah, I'm sweating a lot right now, and I need to drink some water. I feel like I keep coming in and out of running just because sometimes when I haven't done it for so long, the thought of picking it up again is just really intimidating. But anytime I pick it up again, I just like start at an earlier week of Couch to 5K or whatever, and it's really not that bad. I don't know why in my mind I build it up to be something that's like not attainable. If you just slowly implement it and just keep increasing and increasing, it's not that bad. I look so insane. I'm just looking at myself in the viewfinder and I look like an actual tomato. But I always find myself, no matter how many times I stray away from it, coming back to running, because I feel like it gives me something in exercising that I can't get anywhere else. Like, I've tried just walking and trying to get the same effect from it, and I can't, and that effect is like just like de-stressing. It's the thing that to me feels most effective at taking like pent up anxiety, or I don't even know what it really is, but like just like this pent up energy that I feel like just needs to be released. And I feel like it just takes that energy and like churns it up and releases it out. I don't even know how to explain it, but once you like get over the initial hurdle of it feeling like really terrible every time you run, which it does in the beginning, once you get over that hump and you're able to like run for more than 5 minutes at a time, it feels like really therapeutic. And I can't get that feeling in exercise anywhere else other than with running. And I think it's just because, actually I'm not sure why it is. I think it must be because of how much it gets your heart rate up. I don't know, but even still, when I do like bar workout, I think my heart rate still gets up that high. I don't really know what it is. Maybe it's just the physical act of running, like your body just needs that, or like something in you as a human feels like you need to get that out. I really don't know what it is. Every time I stray away from it and just try to do another type of workout, it does not give me the same effect. I feel like I need to do this to get something out, you know? I feel like I probably sound like a crazy person. Anyway, that's that. I actually think while I'm all sweaty and in these gross clothes, I'm actually going to finish planting my perennials that I have out front, because I still have 4 perennials out front that I need to plant. And I know they're not gonna be hard to plant because I have mums planted there right now and I just have to dig the mums out. I was gonna leave them there to come up again because mums are also perennials and they can come up again, but I want to plant like other flowers there and the mums are just kind of sitting there and I don't know what to do with them. So I'm just gonna pull them out and I'll plant them again next year and that'll be that. So I'm gonna finish finally planting my perennials. I got them, I feel like I got them a month ago and I'm just now finishing planting them, but that is just who I am as a person. And so I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna take a shower and go out with my mom. My hair looks crazy, but I'm here now with my mom and we're going to go I'll get a coffee, she'll probably get a tea, and I'm gonna get a breakfast sandwich because I'm hungry. I got an iced white lavender mocha latte, I think it's called. It's very tasty. My mom got a tea with passion fruit flavoring and this cinnamon sweetbread, and I'm waiting on my breakfast sandwich. Saturday now. So this morning Ben and I got up and we had our coffee out on the porch. I read my book a little bit. It was very relaxing and yeah, it's just a nice cool sunny morning which we've been enjoying sitting out on the porch. Yesterday I believe I left off the vlog with me and my mom going to the bookstore, and then we ended up going to Target and we went to Home Goods and I got a couple of little things while we were out. So I thought I'd show you guys what I got when I was out with my mom. So the first thing is I got 2 books at the bookstore, which I think I already showed in a small clip, but the first one is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I'm actually reading this on Kindle right now, but I wanted to have a copy of the hardcover as well, and I was reading the hardcover this morning on the porch actually. I don't know, I like to go between Kindle and hardcover or whatever, like physical copies of books, just depending on how I'm feeling at that moment in time. And then I got We Can Do Hard Things by Glennon Doyle, Abby Wambach, and Amanda Doyle. And this is a book that is written by these 3 women, do a podcast called We Can Do Hard Things, same title. And I listen to their podcasts all the time, but it's one of my favorite podcasts. And I feel like they'll have a lot of interesting things to say. So I got that. This book is way thicker than I thought it was gonna be. Look how thick that is. Same thing with this Great Big Beautiful Life. Like, that's a thick book for just like a romance. At Home Goods, I didn't really get that much honestly, but I did get this hand soap, which is tomato leaf hand soap, and it came in like this glass container, which I thought was nice. So I got that, thought that would be nice for summer. And then at Target, I got this citronella candle. I like to have this for the summer when we're outside, but also Ben and I are gonna go camping on like another tent camping trip, and I like to have a citronella candle when we go camping. So I got this with that in mind. And the flavor is Pineapple Cove and citronella. And I like these because they don't have a heavy citronella scent. It has like, it actually smells like pineapple, so that's nice. And also at Target, I got this little side table for my porch. I got that also with camping in mind, but I also needed a side table for my porch, and it was on sale. Target was having 30% off their outdoor things. So I got it for like 20 something dollars, which I feel like was a pretty good price for a side table for outside. So got that, and those are like the main things I got when we were out. I think I might have got a couple of smaller like toiletry things, but that's basically it. And then today my mom and my sister and I are actually going to get some more flowers. So like I was talking about, we're gonna go to this place near us that has a greenhouse, and it's super nice there. They have a bunch of flowers there, and my mom and I have already been there once where I got my perennials, but I already planted those, and now we're going back. I'm gonna buy some annuals to plant around the house and in pots and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to doing that with them today, but come along with me. Try to plant some of my flowers in my pots. I'm not really feeling like doing the ones in the ground yet today. I'll probably do those tomorrow, but I think I can handle putting some in pots. So I'm gonna try doing that now. And then Ben and I are going to get just takeout for dinner tonight. I think we're gonna get Five Guys. So we'll have just a nice relaxed night. But yeah, right now I'm gonna go out and try to plant some flowers in my pots. Here is our Five Guys situation. I'm excited to eat it. Hi guys, it is Monday now. I had a bit of a vlogging fail yesterday. Eloise is playing with her toy back there, so just ignore any sounds you might hear. But yes, I filmed in the morning. I think the last thing I filmed was me making some iced tea. So yeah, I think I just did a little montage of the morning, but I made some iced tea with Earl Grey tea, put that in the fridge, had my breakfast with bacon and scrambled eggs, and Ben and I sat on the porch and I just read my book for a little bit back there. And then later on in the day, I actually planted some more flowers. So I got perennials to add to the front of the house by the mailbox, and I planted those. And then I went to my parents' house, which I always do on Sundays, and we had dinner there at my parents', and I came back and that was my Sunday, but I didn't film any of it. So I think what I'm gonna do now to, you know, end this vlog is just show you the flowers that I planted this weekend. And also I realized in the beginning of this vlog, I think I said I would show you the curtains that Ben put up in here, and I never showed you those. So I'll show you those two things and kind of just end this vlog in that way. So sorry about not filming yesterday. I'll try to be better at that. But also this week I'm doing a weekly vlog, so stay tuned for that. I'm filming today and the rest of the week through Saturday, I think. Let me show you the curtains first and then I'll show you the flowers. Okay, so here are the curtains. Here are the ones above the couch in the living room. Can't really see them because of the lighting, but yeah, like I said, I would not recommend these curtains because of how hard they were to iron, and they were different lengths and it was just a big hassle. But I got them from Target, and the curtain rods are from Amazon as well as the hooks that are on them. Then here are the curtains that are in the front room, pretty standard. And here they are in the dining room. They basically all look the same, so this is not very thrilling content for you. But now I'll go out and I'll show you the flowers. So I think my neighbors are out there, so I'm just gonna do like a voiceover over this. I'm gonna go out and film them and I'll do a little voiceover and explain this flower situation to you out there. But let me show you that. Before I go outside, I'll just show you these succulents that I have in here first. So these are two succulents I got. I put them in those little planters, which I got at Walmart. And then those two little cups I think are from Walgreens. They're just little like decorative cups. So that's that. And then if you see out there on the porch, I got this planter, which I'll show you up close. Not a planter, I got this plant stand at Walmart, and then there's a table there that I got at Target, and I'll show you another planter that I got at Walmart that you can't see from this angle, but let me go out and show you. So this is my tomato plant, and those are some zinnias that I have to put in pots. That is a vinca vine and some marigolds. I have other marigolds on that plant stand with basil and a daisy. This plant stand I got from Walmart, and Ben put that together for me. This is a Gerber daisy on top of a table I got from Target. And then to the right is a plant stand that I got from Walmart with some double impatiens and another flower I can't remember the name of. And that is it. That is all my flowers. I have a ton of flowers that I planted. I still have a couple more to plant along the front of my house and also in pots. So I have some vincas for the front of my house and some, I think, zinnias for pots that I just want to put back by my shed. Oh, also I want to plant some vincas along the back by the bushes in my backyard. So yeah, I still have some more planting to do, which I'll probably do in this upcoming vlog. Like I said, I'm doing a weekly vlog this week. I'm going to end this vlog here. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. I think I have 72 subscribers right now, and I'm trying to get to 100. So yes, please subscribe if you're not. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.